Yo, what's going on, guys? Young CC here, and I am super late to this video, 2 months late. I am reacting to Flight Reacts Top 100 NBA Players list of all time and current. Now Flight knows absolutely nothing about basketball. He's admitted that he hasn't watched a full basketball sports game or any sports game since like 2009. Yeah, so he doesn't really know much of anything about basketball. He's just a casual who watches highlights. Couldn't be me. Um, yeah, the only reason I really watch Flight for basketball is because uh, he be calling some good players cool, consistent 24-hour fitness players, which means that they're some pretty much some average Joes and they're probably buns. Um, and I love it because he be roasting the heck out of players and crap. And yeah, Flight is just a super entertaining dude. He's not high anymore. He's been sober all year. Shout out to him. Hold on, I want to clap it up. Good job, Flight. Please stay sober. I'm super proud of you for getting clean. It takes a lot of guts, a lot of determination and effort. Anyway, yeah, I only really watch him in general for anything. It's for the entertainment, for the for me to be dying up laughing aside. Yeah, so let's watch this ridiculous list. And the first comment I see is Scotty Barnes in the top 100 is absolutely insane. Buddy put Scotty Barnes. Buddy has been in the league what 2-3 years? I think 2, maybe 3 tops. What, Buddy?
What
Okay.
it do, Flight Crew? FTC.
See,
Flight
Team
Team stand
up. Same intro
You know
as
it's
always.
February? Because FTC is legendary.
I like
We
that
got the official top 100 NBA players of
He's
all
had the same
time
intro for
Flight
years.
Reacts Edition list. Starting out
like
at 100,
2016.
Pistol Pete Maravich. Bro, if you're a point guard, bro, you just
Pistol
like have
Pete was
any type
nice.
of passion for like
He was ahead of my time. Of course, I was born in 2005, so I'm not gonna know a lot of these old school guys. But who hasn't heard of this guy? I mean, he was a sharpshooter during his time. He was, I mean, Reggie Miller before Reggie Miller, if you ask me.
guard game, bro. You have to put Pistol Pete up on this list.
I
Amari
agree.
Stoudemire at number 9.
Amari Stoudemire was heavily underrated. Shout out to Amari Stoudemire. He got him in the Suns jersey in this. But Amari Stoudemire on the Knicks with Carmelo Anthony, whoo, that might be like one of the best duo players in my opinion. Amari Stoudemire heavily underrated. It definitely deserves to be a top 100 for sure.
9. I feel like Amari Stoudemire is a very underappreciated player.
Yeah,
Tim
same.
Hardaway Sr.
Tim Hardaway Sr. Yeah, Tim Hardaway Sr. Tim Hardaway Sr. was he was chill. He was a consistent casual. You know what you're gonna get for him. He's kind of like a Jamal Crawford. Like you know what you're gonna get from a Tim Hardaway Sr.
was like the very few point guards to really make the crossover for what it is today. You have Rip Hamilton.
Yeah.
Next up,
What?
Latrell Sprewell.
Hold on, I don't watch enough Rip Hamilton highlights to tell you, but I don't think he deserves to be in the top 100. With Latrell Sprewell, he was absolutely insane before he turned down that super contract and was never signed to another team again. Dude, he was putting on mad numbers, so I'm surprised. Like he could have won an MVP.
Bro, Latrell Sprewell, look up his damn stats, bro. This man was a dog back in the day. Next up, you have Mitch Richmond. Scotty.
Oh, brother, here's Scotty Barnes. Mitch Richmond, I ain't gonna lie. I've heard of Buddy, but I haven't heard of Buddy, if you know what I mean.
561 Barnes. Bill Watson.
What does 561 mean? Is that like his area code? Hold on, did he? Oh, who did he say? I missed it. Sorry, guys.
Next up, Latrell Sprewell. Bro, Latrell Sprewell, look up his damn stats, bro. This man was a dog back in the day. Next up, you have Mitch Richmond. Scotty 561 Barnes. Bill Watson.
Bill Walton was nice. Definitely ahead of my time. Golly, he played in like the 60s. You could tell it was black and white. Yeah, who hasn't heard of Bill Walton though? Didn't he play for the Lakers, or I'm thinking of Luke Walton? Bill Walton was nice though.
Chris Bosh. You have
Chris Bosh, that low is kind of insane. I ain't gonna lie. Chris Bosh is respectfully at least in top 30. It gotta, in my opinion, top 25, top 20 maybe. Maybe. That low? Ooh, is this Josh Smith?
Josh Smith, a.k.a. Jay Smooth. Ben Wallace. Next up, you have
Josh Smith. He was a highlight reel, but, is that John Wall? Nah, John Wall, no. John Wall could have been for sure in the top 50 easy. If he just stayed healthy. Buddy, injuries killed Buddy. I feel bad for him too. I've always been a huge John Wall fan when he was on the Wizards. Even when he was on the Clippers, like last year, I think I was rooting for Buddy. I don't. Hold on. What was the last pick? I'm sorry, guys.
Next up, you have Richmond, Johnny 561 Barnes, Bill Walton. You have Chris Bosh. You have Josh Smith, a.k.a. Jay Smooth. Ben Wallace. Next up, you have John Wall.
Ben Wallace is in the top 100. Jason Tatum. Yeah. He hasn't been in the league for that long, but yeah. Where'd he put him? Where's the numbers, Flight? In the 90s, I think, or like the late 80s. Yeah, I think Jason Tatum does deserve to be somewhere on this list. Nowhere higher than 80 for sure.
Jason Tatum. You got Robert Parrish.
Robert Parrish. Oh, is that James Worthy? Dude, Robert Parrish and James Worthy this low on the list is crazy. Y'all, he's basically saying that who was the one? I keep forgetting the pick.
Bill Walton. You have Chris Bosh. You have Josh Smith, a.k.a. Jay Smooth. Ben Wallace. Next up, you have John Wall. You have Jason Tatum. You got Robert Parrish. James Worthy's coming next.
He's comparing. He's saying Jason Tatum is barely below. Oh, okay, 87 and 86. He's saying these dudes are barely better than Jason Tatum. What? What? Robert Parrish is like top 10 center of all time, in my opinion.
You have Dominique Wilkins, the human highlight reel. You got George Iceman.
George Gervin was lit.
You got Jason Kidd. You got Bob Cousy. Next up, you got Clyde the Glide Drexler. Next up, you have Dr. J.
Dr. J, that low one. Is that Moses Malone? Being very disrespectful to the old school players. I mean, they're ahead of his time too, so I guess he didn't watch them, obviously. But being that disrespectful to the people who paved the way is kind of insane. I'm not gonna lie, Flight.
You got Moses Malone. You have Patrick Ewing.
They deserve it. Patrick Ewing? What? It's Ewing, brother. Ewing. Ew. E-W. Not Ewing. What the heck? You just put on a random C-H. What the heck, Flight? Yeah, he deserves it though. Most of these guys being this low on the list is kind of insane. This is why I don't drop a top 100. Stick to like top 75 at max.
Karl Malone. Next up, you have
Karl Malone. Is that David Robinson? All these guys are. Are you sure this is? Is he sure this is top 100 to 1? These guys are some of the best players. I think it's in reverse order, going from 1 to 100, maybe. I don't know.
David Robinson. You have
Jermaine O'Neal is underrated.
Next up, you have Starberry, a.k.a. Steph Marbury. You have Jerry West. You have Penny Hardaway.
Penny Hardaway deserves it. The majority of these guys being this low on the list is criminal.
You have Elvin Hayes. Bernard King. Next up, you have Trey.
Who? Bernard King? Never heard about it. I'm sorry. Draymond Green. A lot of people say he don't deserve to be on the list, but I mean, the NBA themselves had him in the top 75 list, and he's a Hall of Famer, guys.
Green. You have Pau Gasol, the beat of Joel.
Joel Embiid is too young. And De'Aaron Fox is way too young. God, he's only been I remember watching him in college. If I remember watching him in college, he can't be that old. Because I only started watching college in like 2017.
Aaron Aaron Gilbert Arenas, man. You have Scottie Pippen. You have Reggie Miller. You have Chauncey, Mr. Big Shot Phillips. You have Ray Allen. You have Gary Payton. You have Paul the Truth Pierce. And next up, who is also part of Big Three,
Kevin Garnett, he deserves it.
Our next, we have Isaiah Thomas Sr., Butler of Jimmy.
No.
Lewinsky. You have Charles Barkley. You have Fear to Beer, James Harden. You have CP3. Dog, you have to put Carl Anthony Towns. Why the club winner?
Super sorry, you guys. Just a slight technical difficulty on my camera. And then the only part, of course, I had to be on one of my favorite players of all time. Tracy McGrady is up next on the rankings.
You have Sean Kemp. You have Steve.
He deserves it.
Next up, a lot of people are going to be scratching their head at this one. But if you have some real NBA
but he got a college player.
You're going to have to put him in this list because I really feel like this player was seriously dominated on the next level. Unfortunately, he did not. Next up, you have Spud Webb, the shortest NBA player to win a dunk contest. I think it was not him or Nate Robinson, but he was the first to win. That was the shortest at this time period. But also, speaking of the short NBA player list and everything like that, Muggsy Bogues, come on, man, the shortest NBA player to ever step foot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
top 40 is way too high.
Dame Dollar. You have Vinsanity. Next up, you have Russell.
Hold on. Kyrie deserves it. Damian Lillard, I don't know if he deserves it. Top 75 for sure. Top 50 maybe. This high is crazy. Vince Carter deserves to be in the top 100. This high is crazy. Russell Westbrook deserves it. He's a Hall of Famer.
Brooke, you have Devin Booker.
No.
Deion Williamson.
No.
Monte, a.k.a. Mississippi Bullet.
He deserves
Monte
it.
Ellis,
And
man.
he's
Next
like
up, you have
80,
Anthony Davis.
I think he deserves it.
You
No.
got Jaja.
No.
Moran. You got to put Elton Brand, bro. Next up, you have Dwayne Wade. You got Klay Thompson. Darren Williams. Tim Duncan.
My bad, guys. Same glitchy thing happened with camera, but coming in next, Oscar Robertson.
Next up, Derrick Rose, an absolute legend. Next up, you have Magic Johnson.
Next up, camera glitch again, but you got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Next up, you got Bill Russell. You got to put John Havlicek in there. Bob Petit. You got Nate Tiny Archibald. Got to put John Stockton in there. You got Hakeem Olajuwon. Larry Bird. Walt Frazier up in this thing, man. Next up,
Walt Frazier? The guy that thinks oh no, that's Joe Frazier, my dumbo. Carmelo for sure, he deserves it. This high is D writing at its finest, but okay. See, this is a fight has no knowledge, and none of these guys deserve to be either this high or this low, depending on your standpoint. Carmelo is a top 75 player. This is D writing at its finest. Yeah, fight is just you watch him for entertainment.
You got Paul George.
He deserves it.
Next up, you got Kevin.
Not 13th. What the heck? Top 50 for sure. Paul George will probably make the Hall of Fame, like second or third ballot. He deserves it.
Durant. Doncic. You have a Dumbo.
Did he say Doncic and a Compo? They both probably will end up being on the list, but they're not currently. What the heck, Flight?
Shaq up in here, man. To be honest, I would literally put Shaq in the top 3 NBA players of history if he was able to shoot. Next up.
What? Well, basically, what you're saying is, if Stephen Curry couldn't shoot, you wouldn't put him on the list. What? No, duh, bro. If he could shoot, he'd be probably the best player. Bro, what the heck, Fight? No! D-writing.
My favorite motherfucking NBA player.
No.
Texas.
No.
Wemby.
No. What?
3
No.
NBA is a legitimate. He isn't even literally like the muscle. Just
no.
Honest with you, he even has a lot more
what?
when it's all said and done. Whenever you just
bro, I'm done recording, dude. Flight's making me mad.